Hi loves, welcome back to my channel, Liv's Locket. I hope you are all doing well. This week's video is going to be another pick a card reading. I post pick a card readings once a month on this channel. The topic of this week's pick a card reading is going to be messages from your divine team. Now, if you're curious about what a divine team is, it's just basically a group of divine beings that guide you through this life. And this can be anywhere from spirit guides, animal guides, deities, ancestors. It's basically your soul family on the other side that guides you and wants the very best for you. Before we get into the reading, I quickly want to do a disclaimer and say that this is a pick a card reading for the collective. So it's incredibly important to use your own intuition and discernment while listening to this reading. So if something doesn't fit or resonate with you, that's okay. Do not force the message if it just doesn't resonate. That's why intuition and discernment is so important, because not every message is going to be for you, and just do whatever feels best for you. That being said, we'll get right into the readings. Hi, pile number one. If you picked this card, then this is the message for you. I want to start off by saying that I just cleansed my space and I asked for protection, so we are good to go. I am going to start off with my tarot cards, and then at the end of the reading, I am going to pull one oracle card for you. I'm going to start off with 3 cards. We'll get right into it. What does pile one's divine team want them to know? Give me one card. Pile one's divine team. We have the 4 of Cups, a message from pile one's divine team. We have the 7 of Cups. One more card, please. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. In reversed, yes. Okay, so pile number 1, again, a quick overview. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 7 of Cups. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords. So right off the bat, there is this feeling of being somewhat unsatisfied, and you're definitely ready to move on. You might not know exactly how. You could also be feeling very overwhelmed and confused right now. There could have been something that recently fell through that you were very emotionally tied into. But with the 4 of Cups here, so he's being offered a cup, but if you can see on his face, there's this little bit of dissatisfaction. It's like not what he was expecting. It's not what he really wanted. That's why I'm getting this sense of not being satisfied. And so maybe, like, for example, if you started a job that you thought you were really gonna love, it didn't end up being what you wanted it to be. And now you might be a little overwhelmed because you don't know if you want to stay where you are or if you want to move on. There's just kind of this like indecisiveness, but also just like this confusion and dissatisfaction. It doesn't have to be about a job, take it as it resonates, but that's just kind of like the best way I feel like I could explain it. And with the 7 of Swords underneath the deck, this is moving into smoother waters. So I feel like you're very much over the situation and you just want to be done with it. Also could be about a breakup, whether that be like a friendship breakup or a romantic relationship breakup. And I think that this could be frustrating for you because like you're done feeling that way. Like you just want to be done with something. For some of you, you are wondering if you should move, like literally move locations, or you're wondering if you should just like move on from a specific relationship, from a job. Like I just feel like you're in this wishy-washy state kind of where you don't really know what to do, but you know you're not super happy where you are, but you just don't know like what the next step to take is. You don't know if you should like see it through. I'm just getting like a lot of clouds. Like I feel like there's a lot of clouds in your judgment and things aren't clear right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a clarifier for this 4 of Cups and see what else it has to say. Can I get a clarifier for the 4 of Cups, please? Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles coming out to clarify the 4 of Cups. So for some of you, you might be seeing 444 a lot, or the number 444 could just be very significant for you. It doesn't have to be, but that is just for the confirmation that this pile is for you, if that resonates. The Four of Pentacles is a very stubborn card. Like, you can see this man is holding on to that pentacle for like dear life. So what this is telling me, I feel like there was an opportunity that you saw a lot of potential in. I think that this was something that you thought was going to be very exciting. It was really going to work out. And it just kind of fell short in some way. It might not have just been a complete disaster, but there was just something about it that's slightly disappointing. Like, it wasn't everything that you thought it was going to be. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't everything that you thought it was going to be. And with the Six of Wands underneath the deck, I feel like you thought this was going to be maybe like your big break, or this was like the thing, and whatever that means to you. And so that's why it's so hard for you to move on, because you're not completely over it. I feel like you're looking for ways to maybe move on from the situation, or looking for ways maybe to distract yourself from it, but it just keeps on coming back to you, whether that be like your subconscious, or you just find yourself thinking about it throughout the day. And I feel like this is like pissing you off. I'm gonna pull some more cards. Is there anything else you'd like to say about this situation? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. I am getting two different messages. The first message that I'm getting is, whatever this slightly disappointing situation is, I think that you're gonna decide that you're not over it, and you're gonna try and give it another chance. This card is a card of planning, so you might be planning on how you're gonna make this work, how you're gonna see it through, especially with the Four of Pentacles here. Like, I think for some of you, you're like, no, like, this is mine, I'm going to make it work. You're very determined. And there might have been a time when you thought about maybe it's just best to let it go, but I think that you've decided for yourself that this is truly what you want, and maybe it's not as easy as you thought it was going to be, but you're still willing to put in the work to make it work. The second message that I'm getting is, for some of you, this was very disappointing, and this had you stuck on it for a very long time, but you're finally at the point where you're willing to let it go. And as hard as it was for you, you are making the plans to move forward in some other area in your life. So it's like, maybe you're getting back out in the dating scene, maybe you're looking for new jobs, maybe you're looking for like a new place to move. It's like, this situation, as hard as it was for you to let go, you're finally willing to put the past behind you, and now you're looking at all of your different options. So however you feel on both of those sides, you know, take it as it resonates. But yes, that is what I'm getting, especially with the Temperance card here in reverse. I'm getting the sense that you might have not originally been expecting the amount of work it was going to take, but you're willing to do the work, whether that be to move on or that be to work with what you have and see it through. And you'll know which one you are if you are over it, or if you really feel like this is for you. So what your divine team wants you to know is that you know what the best thing for you to do is. Especially with these cups here, the cups is in relation to our intuition. So I think that you know what's best for you. It might have taken you a little bit to get there, but if you have a dream, for example, and it's not working out the way you wanted it to, but you know that's what you want, then your divine team is like, yes, plan for it, even though it's not as easy as you thought it was going to be, it's going to be worth it. Or if you truly know that whatever this situation isn't the best for you, then start making plans to get away from that. Your divine team is saying that if you haven't started making plans to either better the situation or move on from this situation, that this is the best thing for you to do at this time. Start putting a little bit more action towards what you want. Okay, I'm gonna see what other cards want to come out. Okay, so we have the Tower. You might be feeling ready to give up, but I think that there's going to be a turning point. Your divine team wants you to know that if you're thinking about giving up, something is going to happen for you that's going to be positive, but I do think that this is going to take a little bit of work from you as well. So with the Two of Wands here, your divine team wants you to know that they are also working on the other side to help with whatever this destruction was in your life, whatever fell through in your life. They're also helping you on the other side to either get over this or to find a better situation. They want you to know that you're not alone in this situation and that they are helping you on the other side to get you back up on your feet. Okay, I'm gonna ask, what does this have to do with? What was this destruction? What fell through? What does this have to do with, Spirit? Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. You feel like, I think you're in something alone, or I feel like you think you're carrying all the weight of a situation. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So this is something that I think behind closed doors could have given you a lot of anxiety. This is something that you might overthink a lot. Actually, what I'm getting really strongly is that you're actually not willing to give up. I think that like there might be times where you kind of doubt yourself. There might be times when like you want to just throw in the towel. But with the 10 of Wands here, you're like, I know what I want and I'm going to get it. But your divine team wants you to know that they're on the other side rooting for you and they're helping you. So as we can see in the 10 of Wands, this man is carrying these 10 wands by himself. Clearly like some backbreaking work here. But if you can see in the distance, he's almost at his destination. He's almost there. And so even though it was hard, he's like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get there, and he does with the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is like, you're almost there. It's like, just keep pushing and you're gonna get there. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like because this is a little bit hard for you to do, this could even be school, like you could be at your last semester, you could be just about to finish up school. It's because it was hard, there's going to be this new mental strength that you're going to gain from this. This could have taken a lot out of you mentally as well. But once you get there, you are going to be a stronger person because of it. You're going to be a lot more confident and you're going to have a lot more self-belief. For some of you, it's going to be like you're not giving up on what you truly want. And for others of you, you're like, I'm finally going to get out of this. I know this isn't the best for me. Those are the two messages, but they both are telling you not to give up, even though I think you know this. I feel like you already know this, and your divine team just wants you to know that you're right for thinking this. Your divine team wants you to know that you're almost there. And if you just keep planning, there's something I feel like you have to plan. And I think when you do this, you're going to make a big stride. So if there is something that you've been planning on doing, your spirit team wants you to know that you should be doing this. Your spirit team also wants you to know that they are on the other side. So whatever you are planning, or if there's a plan that you've already planned out but you haven't acted on it yet, just know that on the other side, your spirit team is going to help this be successful for you. Okay, so I'm going to do my clarifier shuffles. I'm going to see if there's anything else that would like to be said. Is there anything else that pile number 1's spirit team would like to say? Okay, so there's nothing else that they would like to say out of the tarot. So that is your main message. I do quickly want to say that if this is something that is taking a lot of your energy, and I feel like with the 10 of Wands here and the 7 of Cups and this in reverse, this could be taking a lot of your energy. There's just this message that's coming through about, because this is taking a lot of your energy, to remember to give yourself some breaks and to center yourself and to remember that everything's going to be okay. So whether that be like you go for a walk to clear your head, or if you just like meditate for 10 minutes, something that you like to do that really helps you get back to yourself and center yourself, your spirit team is telling you to do this. This also might not be something that you've done in a while. So if you really like to do yoga, for example, too, yoga's coming through. There might be something that you used to do that would help calm you that you haven't done in a while. And if that resonates, your spirit team is urging you to do that again, because that's really going to help you. And that's also going to really help you clear your mind and to connect with your spirit team and give you that extra boost of confidence that things are going to work out for you. And now I'm going to pick your oracle card. What would piles number 1's spirit team like to say to pile number 1? Something else that just came through is that if you're an activist for something, if you're in some type of like activism for the rights of people or animals, whatever that might be, they're just like giving you a nod and they're telling you that they are really proud of you for this. That's not going to resonate for everyone, but that just came through, so. And that could be a nod from your ancestors specifically. It does not have to be. This message that would like to come through for pile number 1. Okay, so the card that came out is Beautiful Place. So this definitely could have to do with moving for some of you, not all of you. Some of you could be 26, you don't have to be. Also, some of you, your names might start with A, M, R, or O, or it could be like a company name or something, I'm not too sure. Also, the number 333 you might be seeing as well. But I'm going to read this out of the book. Okay, so I hope I'm saying this right, Amaru. Beautiful place, that's what the card says. And the message is, your dreams of a more beautiful world are not a product of childish fantasies nor ideal imagination. They are true spiritual visions inspired by the universal heart of the divine that yearns for beauty to be manifested in all worlds. You have a life purpose to assist in the creation of the divine harmony in the world through sacred activism. You guys, I just said that you might be doing something with activism. So if you're doing that, that's like an exclamation point. But I'm going to continue. And the expression of your soul talents. Believe that the beautiful world you long for is not only possible, but part of your spiritual responsibility to create. Don't be scared to face a problem head on. You don't need to be willful about a situation, but in meeting the issue, you shall simplify the complexity and recognize the practical steps that will create healing change. Keep your mind and heart open as you ask for unconditionally loving guidance on how to invoke divine healing in any situation. An outcome is available to you that is far more beautiful and divinely inspired than what you can truly envision. Ask for divine help and trust unconditionally in the assistance that will lead you from the limitations of your current thinking into the perfection of what the divine wishes for you in our world. And so that is your last message. I hope it resonated. If it did, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. If you picked this card, then this message is for you. I quickly want to let you know that I did just cleanse my space and I asked for protection, so we are good to go. I am going to start off this reading with my tarot cards, and then I'm going to end this reading with one oracle card. That being said, let's get right into the reading. So what would pile 2's spirit team like to say to pile number 2? I will say that I feel like something in regards to being outside is kind of significant. I could be wrong, but I also felt like I saw a candle outside. I don't know what that's about, but I like to say the things that I pick up on. So I'm going to start off with 3 cards. Pile number 2. Okay, so the first card here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. The second card, we have the Ten of Cups. Then we have the Chariot. Okay, so pile number 2, you got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Then you got the Ten of Cups, as well as the Chariot. And then we have the Hangman in reverse on the bottom of the deck. So pile number 2, right off the bat, what I am getting, there is something from your childhood that is being brought up into your current life right now. I feel like this never really left you, but it could have for a little bit and it's now returning back to you. This could be like a dream home of yours. This could be a dream job, like a dream outcome, but this is something that you are very determined to get. This could have something to do with like a group of women dancing outside. I don't know if you want to start like some like woman club or something. It doesn't have to be women, it can also be like men. There's this sense of like you wanting to create a safe space. I think that's what I'm picking up on. You might have this dream of creating this group, this safe space, and you kind of leading this group. And I see you very, very passionate about this. Kind of giving that you want to be someone that you didn't have when you were a kid, and now you want to give back in some type of way. And you are like I'm just getting this very, especially with the Hangman in reverse as well, like this very determined energy. But I will say that there is something about a safe space that is coming through incredibly strongly right now. For some of you, not all of you, you might be wanting to like start your own community of people. Like even like a living community you might want to start, or like some type of group where people can just be free to be themselves. I'm gonna pull some more cards though to see a little bit more on what this has to do with. So can I get a clarifier for the 10 of Cups, please? Can I get a clarifier for the 10 of Cups? Okay, we have the 6 of Swords coming out. Your spirit team has seen you wanting this for a long time, or your spirit team, I feel like, can see this full circle moment that's coming to you. As a kid, you might not have had a lot of friends, or you might not have had a lot of people that you felt like you could relate to. And with the 6 of Swords here, this, as you can see, is like super wavy on this side and it's clear waters on this side. So this is like going into smoother waters. But if there was like some type of struggle as when you were a kid or just years ago, it's like you overcame that and now you're at a good place in your life and you want to give that to other people. And you kind of want to be like the strong person for other people. Or just have this like community, especially because on the bottom of the deck we have the 3 of Cups in reverse, which is what's making me feel like you could have had a hard time finding your people in the past, and that's why you want to create this safe space. You might have picked pile number 1. Some of you might have picked pile number 1. I just see some resemblance. There's something that feels so calm. Like, I feel very calm in this reading. Like, there's just something about you having like this nurturing sense, you creating this nurturing environment. This is just something that's like people who have had injustices in their life, or people that could have felt like outsiders. I just heard the word foster kids. Again, that's not going to relate to everyone, but I'm just getting this group of people who have been quieted a lot of their lives, or a group of people that a lot of people look over. That's something that you that you might have experienced, and now you're trying to make this group or this safe space for these people to come through, and your divine team loves this for you. Like, I think that this is something that like you're getting like the thumbs up. Underneath the 3 of Cups was Justice. So again, with this Chariot, like I'm getting this insanely like I'm getting this passionate energy, and you could be into law. You don't have to be, but like you could become a lawyer and you could fight for these people. There is just this like strong sense of like you wanting to help other people who are typically overlooked. I'm gonna pick some more cards. I want a clarifier for the Ace of Pentacles. Can I please get a clarifier for the Ace of Pentacles? Okay, we have the Page of Cups. It's like if there's a certain type of group, for example, like let's just say like there's some type of support group. It's like you want to make another type of support group that could be for the same type of thing, but you want to kind of make it more fun, more inviting. I'm getting like more nurturing. I think that there's like something that people already are doing, but you want to take that and turn it into your own and create like a different type of spin on it. And I think that this is going to be really successful. I think this is something that no one's really seen before. It's kind of giving like the same word, but like in a different font and a different color. And that font and color is way more like fun and whimsical than it was, I don't know, like the other word is. I hope that makes sense. So your divine team feels just as passionate about this as you do. They want this for you very badly as well. I don't think this is going to resonate with everyone. This is like a very specific message. But this is something that's 100% going to touch people's hearts. This could have to do with children. You might want to start like a type of daycare, or you might want to start something when it comes to like moms, like maybe like single moms, young moms, to do with like specific artists. Like if you have like a specific type of unique style, a unique niche, it's like you want to create an environment with that specific niche because there's not a lot of things out there for types of people like you. There's something with the Page of Cups that's like very kind of like fun about it though. But it feels kind of like a serious thing. It's like kind of odd. Some more messages. Is there anything else that Spirit would like to say about this? Can you give me any more information? To pile 2. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles underneath. So with the 5 of Cups here, again, it's not going to resonate for everyone, but you might want to make a group for people who have lost something in their lives. Could be numerous different types of things. Could be people, it could be a habit, but maybe people experiencing grief in some type of way. You want to create a group, so like a supportive group for them. And with the 4 of Wands coming out in reverse, again, there's just this sense of like this has never been really done before, or it's never been done in the way that you want to do it. I'm getting strong healing energy for sure. So if you feel like you're a healer in some way, your spirit team wants you to know that you are, especially if you do something in the medical field. If you do something in the medical field, I think that you could bring a different type of spin to it within your craft. It doesn't have to be in the medical field, but that did just come out. This also could definitely be like spiritual healing. This could be a spiritual thing, because in the beginning of your reading, I saw like a hill with a candle, and it kind of gave me like a witchy vibe. You could be like in the medical field, but you could also believe in the spiritual world, and merging those two together, I think would really benefit a lot of people, and it would kind of like separate you from the group in a way. I'm definitely getting a leader energy for sure. See what else comes out. With the Page of Swords coming out in reversed, I feel like this could have something to do with also education. You could be in the education field. You could work with kids who have disabilities, who have a learning disability. You could have a learning disability yourself, or you could have some type of disability and you could want to help other people with the same disability. Also, possibly, I'm not getting this as much, this could be like if you had an addiction, or if you know someone who's had an addiction, like you want to create a space. You guys could all come together and support each other, and whatever type of group is overlooked, like you see them. With a Chariot card here, like you're like, I see you, I'm going to create this space for all of us. Again, like a really like healing energy, like very nurturing, but then also very, very strong. I'm getting very blended in like masculine and feminine. Like I think that you might be very well balanced in that particular area in your life, but what you're creating, as serious as you feel about it, people who go to it, if this is resonating for you, there's going to be this sense of like fun and warmth, and it's like people are really going to feel like they can be themselves. And this is a part of your purpose. Your spirit team wants you to know, like your spirit team wants you to know that you are meant to see these people and you are meant to help these people, and they are congratulating you on whatever this is, and they're very proud of you for going forward in this, and they're also helping you on the other side to make this a reality if you haven't gotten there yet. Anything else that spirit would like to say? That number 2 spirit team would like to say. Okay, we have the 4 of Pentacles here, and on the bottom of the deck we have the 10 of Swords. So you definitely could have picked pile number 1 as well. They feel very connected, to be honest. I feel like there was something, whether this be like years ago or in your childhood, that was very hard for you, and something that might have kept you stuck for a very, very long time. I just feel like there could have been there was some type of like long journey that you had to get to. And now that you're on the other side of this, I just feel like you really want to help other people. You want to help guide people through this. It's like you're like cheering people on, like you're helping people get to like some type of finish line. I don't know exactly what that finish line is, because it's going to be different for everyone, but it just like, it feels like a journey. It feels like this journey, and then like when they come to you, there's a sense of peace, and like you're still guiding them through this journey, but there's something about it that you help people take the weight off. I'm gonna ask, what is this? What is this journey? What is this class? I mean, I know it's gonna be different for everyone, but let's see if a card comes out. Death in reverse. Okay. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is just like people being stuck. So take it as it resonates. I'm going to give an example here because I think that's the best way I'm going to be able to describe how I'm feeling. But let's just say that you grew up with a learning disability and this is something that really you were stuck on for a long time. You feel like other people didn't understand it. You feel like other people didn't know how to guide you through learning. This is like you eventually found your own kind of flow, like you found what works for you. And now you want to help other people with the same learning disability, like you want to show them what worked for you to help guide them because you kind of like see yourself in them. I feel like you know what it feels like to be stuck. Like there's something about like people feeling stuck that you've already been through. This also could be like addiction. If you ever went through an addiction, you could want to help other people, you know, guide other people through theirs. Or if you know people with addiction, like if you're kind of like familiar with that, you're meant to help people. You're meant to like help people. And I think your spirit team really wants you to know that. Like your spirit team wants you to know that you're meant to guide other people and help other people with something that you went through when you were either like little or something that you overcame. I'm going to do my clarifier shuffles. I'm going to see if there's anything else that would like to be said. And if not, I will pull an oracle card. So is there anything else that pile number 2's spirit team would like to say to them? Okay, you guys, we have the sun here. And the card that you guys picked is play. So there's just, and especially too, with the Page of Cups here, you have a very light energy to you. Like even if you don't always like feel light, you have a very bright energy. I think that you just naturally have a very healing energy, and your spirit team wants you to know that this is a gift of yours. Whether you know it or not, you shine very brightly, and that goes on to other people. Like you have this ability to extend your energy to other people and to make them feel happy and uplifted. And there's just something about maybe something that's like dark and hard that you bring light to. You make something feel better. You make something feel like more cozy. Yeah, like that's what I'm picking up on. And there's something about it that's about you that's very, very bright. And your spirit team wants you to know that this is a gift of yours and that you have the ability to make people shine brighter and to see something in themselves that they haven't seen. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like you have this ability to make people see something in themselves that they've never seen before. And it has to do with your like lightheartedness. You might be goofy, you might be like non-judgmental, I'm getting, like you might be very open-minded. So people might feel like they can just like come to you with anything and not feel judged. Like there's just something very, very light about your energy, something very comforting, but at the same time, you don't take no shit. But it's like, it comes from a good place. And I still think that you can be very goofy, but you can also be very like overprotective maybe, or like you have like strong boundaries. Like there's this very nice balance that you have. People often might like come to you with their problems. People often might like tell you a lot about their lives and you might be like, why are you telling me this? But it's just because like your energy, very accepting, people just feel comfortable around you. You're a natural leader for sure. You're a natural leader, but I feel like you're the type of leader that people really respect, and you're the type of leader that people feel comfortable going to. It's like if they need help with something, like you're not the type of person people are gonna be scared to ask. But they also know not to like cross you. That's your energy. So let's see if there's anything else that they would like to say. Is there anything else that you know? This pile number 2, the High Priestess in reverse. I think this is something that you like know. Also, I think that like maybe like you bring people into your home a lot. You could like open your home to people. But I think that you know that you have this gift. Even if you deny it, I think like deep down you kind of know. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, like I feel like you've come very far within your own life. And now you look back on your own life and it's like you have this deep wisdom, like understanding that everything that's happened into your life has led you to this point for a reason. And even if you've been through some hard things, it's like you still remain this lightness to you. There's still this brightness to you. And I think that's something that you can help with other people. Your spirit team wants you to know that you should be very, very proud of yourself. With the 7 of Pentacles here, like you've come along, like you should be just very proud of yourself. I feel like there's a father figure coming through that also wants you to know that they're proud of you, or like some type of male figure. I'm gonna do my clarifier shuffles, see if there's anything else that would like to be said. Okay, there's nothing else that would like to be said through the tarot cards, so I will pull an oracle card now. But something else too that I want to say, that maybe like you're involved in like a church, some type of church, or like you want to be involved in some type of church. Be like any type of church. Like, I'm not saying that it has to even look like a church. I don't know. That just kind of came through. I just think that maybe that could also have to do with like you teaching people something. Again, like you do it in a very like playful, creative, like your own type of way. Let's pull a card. Let's pull an oracle card. Message that I would like to come through for pile number 2. What message would pile number 2's divine team like to leave them with? Okay. Okay, so this is the card that came out. It says, I hope I'm pronouncing this name right, Amudata, and it is Sage of Higher Knowledge, number 12. So you could be seeing 1212, look out for that number. You don't have to. I'm going to read this card out of the book. Okay, so the book says, seek what feels true, even beyond logical. If something doesn't feel right, challenge it and dig deeper. Educate and inform yourself on matters of importance to you. Trust that your mind is strong and bright enough to do this. Enhance your self-esteem by searching for information and trusting your intuition to help you discern what is useful and true. Have faith in your mental abilities. If others have criticized you or made you feel inadequate in understanding, cast that off as belonging to the past and not relevant to you now. You will become immune to manipulation by others who may be convincing but not necessarily accurate or helpful. Trust the power of your mind to receive and recognize the answers you need. You will find your way. Test all opinions, advice, research, and alleged facts according to your intuition and instinct. Discern that which is helpful and that which is better to cast aside, even if just for a time. Seek information and assistance from those who you feel can assist you, and yet place no human advisor above the ultimate divine authority which guides you on how to perceive through a deep inner knowing. There's always new knowledge beyond existing boundaries of thought. We simply need to be open and willing to receive it with patience, discernment, and trust in the greater guiding power. The Oracle of Amiwata comes to you with guidance that an answer is coming, an important piece of information. When you are centered in your heart, you will recognize it for what it is and know how to proceed. And with that being said, I will see you next week with a new video. Bye!